I just love reading. I get lost in words and they sound so rhythmical, magical, and I reread the paragraphs sometimes twice and thrice to devour the beauty of the language. Oh God, I used to love reading but not dissecting, analyzing and deciphering the text. My textbook actually looks like a murder scene. So, welcome to Comprehensive Guide to Successfully Study Classics for school or for university or even in your free time. I am Ipshita. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I do study English literature and today we are gonna explore on how to study classics, how to revise them and break it up. It can be quite overwhelming to study classic books often, like how are you meant to write an essay on character when you have got a novel that is so dense and thick, and how are you meant to pick a single quote when there are like 500 to 1000 quotes. I will be answering everything in today's episode. So without delaying, let's get these classics. My first tip is to read the book for fun first. I know for some people the idea of reading classic is literally opposite of having fun. Especially reading and studying books are quite different things. When you are reading, you are chill. You are just going with the flow and enjoying the story. But when you are studying it, you have to get lot of stuffs in your mind, from remembering each single character's name to analyzing every single word. Even a punctuation mark can carry certain meaning. And you know what? For most of us, being forced to read something makes it hate even more. But when you choose to read it by yourself, not thinking too much and not succumbing to the pressure, it opens up your mind. So yeah, read the book for fun first. Next is learning about the context on which a book is written is so important for unraveling more layers of understanding of any novel. Do you know why most of the classics are big, fat and bulky? See, this is also part of the context. The thing is, classics are mostly from the Victorian era, and in those times, books did not come out published at once like today. Rather, books used to come printed in sections or in weekly, quarterly or monthly magazines and newspapers to extend and to create suspense, craze among the audience. And there would be certain pages allotted for the book script. If the writer only comes up with a story of 3 pages and he is allotted to write 6 pages, what do you think the writer will do? Of course, the writer will just extend or inflate the story with unnecessary details, descriptions and metaphors. And that's why the books of those times are very fat. Especially if you read Charles Dickens, like Great Expectations or so, his novels are even larger than the Nile River. Do your contextual research. You can even read more classics of the same author of the contemporary age to broaden up your understanding. Going through chapter summaries. There is no shame in it. In fact, this is so important when you have a flipping, massive, dense classic text. Like Wuthering Heights, there are abundance of Catherines, my God. And the plot is not in a linear format, means 2 stories are going side by side and a time travel from future to past and past to future is happening. And author has literally made and conspired with every possible thing to puzzle the reader. So certainly when you first read it, you won't understand a single thing. Although I have read it multiple times, still sometimes I get confused about the family tree. For this, you have to have character summaries in hand just for reference. For revision purpose also, it's really helpful. Listen, it's better to read summaries first, then read the book, than not to read the book at all. Or even worse, to read the book and not understand at all. And next tip will be to watch the movie before book. This sounds actually very obvious, but this is the tip you should follow religiously if you struggle understanding classics. It's sometimes impossible to interpret book unless you have watched the movie before. I was talking about Wuthering Heights a while back. Yeah, I also had to watch the movie to understand the concept other than just reading summaries. Once you watch the movie adaptation, you can get the concept of it, and then when you pick up the book next time, it will make much more sense. I can't say about other subjects, but for English, Mindmaps are literal savior, the best way of developing ideas and understanding any text. Put something in the middle, a character for suppose, and write all the character traits, keep developing it. Or do a family tree or a branch of key terms and context. It's better if you do it by yourself, or you can always refer to Google and Pinterest. And also try to find some key quotes while reading. When you are reading the book, you can put some little poster notes in it or just highlight it. Bring the novel and its blueprint in minimum pages. Going along with it, for English, discussion and alternative interpretations are some of the most powerful things. It will improve your critical thinking and understanding power. There is no wrong in English literature. Maybe there are some ideas that are underdeveloped, but nothing is wrong. Just try contributing your ideas without hesitating. Some people might argue that the monster in Frankenstein is bad, evil, but other people might also think the monster innocent. Both the arguments are right unless and until it will be well justified with logic. Also, consider Marxist, socialist, capitalist and feminist responses along with it. Appreciate how you can interpret things more uniquely. That will open up new level of understanding and also will give you better marks. The next point might seem very casual, but it is actually very important. That is, give the book the time and dedication it deserves. Do not expect that you will read or complete classics in a day or in one sitting. No, it may take up to 1 week or even 1 month to complete it, because the languages in classic are extremely beautiful and delicate. You need to experience it and not just flip through it like other mystery or thriller books. This is it for today's video. I really wish that this video helps you in reading any classics next time. If it does, please like this video and also share it with your fellow batchmates or to anyone who is struggling and is willing to read classics. So, all the best with your reading. This is Ipshita signing off.